Uh, Sean DeVoe here, and I am the race director for the Pole Mountain Gravel Grinder. I was questioned today about gear for the race and really what would you use, and so I thought it'd be helpful to put together a little video, especially if you're new to gravel racing or the Pole Mountain Gravel Grinder is going to be your first race and you're not really sure what kind of bike to have or what kind of gear to put on your bike. Remember, any bike, any pedaled power bicycle can be entered into the Pole Mountain. Unicyclists if you want to, tandems if you want to, mountain bikes for sure. Really, cyclocross bikes and gravel bikes is really what this course is made for. So for those of you that maybe are thinking it's more like a Roubaix that you can use a road bike on, I'd really suggest that you go up, drive the course, and really kind of think about really your safety more so than your speed, and go with a good, solid, wide tire, good gearing options and things like that. So what I'm going to do today is kind of show you my gravel bike and kind of what I've actually ridden this course on in the past, and go over a couple of options and ideas for you as you prepare for the Pole Mountain Gravel Grinder. So this is my gravel bike, and it's not much, but a little fun. It's a Jamis Dragon 29er 2.9er steel mountain bike frame that I converted over to a gravel bike. And the beauty about gravel bike racing is you don't need to go out and buy something super fancy, like a Salsa Fargo titanium that's made for gravel racing. You can really just kind of homegrown one of these things yourself. I've got the Salsa cow chipper, 2 bars on there, my 105 2x10 system, got to have my Brooks leather saddle. It's just a good solid ride, fairly lightweight. This one comes in at about 24 pounds, which, it's okay for a gravel bike, and a little heavy for a road bike, certainly, decent for a hardtail mountain bike. Anyway, so what I want to discuss with you is some gearing ideas, and what I did, I actually use a mountain bike crank and changed the chain rings out to make it more like a road compact crank. So what's on there right now is a 4836, which, they do make 48 front chain ring 105 bolt diameters for mountain bike cranks, but they're hard to find. So if you get a hold of one, grab it. And in the rear, standard 10-speed road cassette, and that's actually an 1128. So at my lowest gear, I'm running a 3628, which for gravel bike racings, that's a pretty good gear. You could always go a little lower, and I wouldn't necessarily change the rear cassette. Obviously, it's a derailleur compatibility issue, but super easy to slap on a slightly smaller front 2 chain rings if you wanted to. If you knew that the course was extremely hilly or something like that, very easy to do. Next thing I want to talk to you about is tires, and as you can see on this particular bike, I'm rocking some Continental cyclocross tires, and these are 35 wide cyclocross tires. And this is actually what I would use for the Pole Mountain Gravel Grinder. I've used these tires on that course, and perfect tire for the course. It's fairly compact, not a lot of loose dirt. Get some good solid rolling resistance. Run these a little lean, so you get a little bit more compression on, a little bit more grip on your contact area. If this kind of makes you nervous, you can certainly go with a slightly wider tire. Again, the beauty of building one of these frames is you could use any standard 29-inch mountain bike tire. Usually can't go any larger than like a 2.1. But another tire that I use on a regular basis is actually this one. And this is a 29 by 2.1, so it's really, really wide contact area. Not a lot of tread on there, but it's so wide I've never had a problem with slippage on gravel roads. Now going off trail or something like that, you might obviously run into some problems, but this has been a really solid tire. In fact, it's the same tire that my buddy Mark, and the guy that's co-race directing the Pole Mountain Gravel Grinder, he used this tire on a setup very similar to this one down at the Mount Taylor Quadrathlon, and he had no problems whatsoever. Another option for you would be something like this. Now this is a Bontrager 29-inch slick, and it's actually designed for like road riding on your mountain bike. This one actually is a 34, so 700 by 34, but you can see it's just got no treadwood on it whatsoever. So it's narrow, very slick. While you probably could get away with it, there's a couple of sections on the Pole Mountain course that something like this probably isn't the best idea. And that's why really my recommendation for all you guys out there as you're prepping for this race is to go with something like this. It's a good solid tire. You're gonna have a lot of fun with it. Other than that, happy training. 2 months till the Pole Mountain Gravel Grinder. Come back to our website at GorillaGravelRacing.com. More training tips and updates as the race gets a lot closer. Thanks, guys.